Hello everyone. In this session, we'll see a question on surface integral. It will be about the surface given in parameters. So let's say S be a cylinder with x square plus y square is equal to 3 square and z is from 0 to 5. The vector field is given as 2x, 2y and 2z. So find the integral of the f over the surface. Now very clearly mentioned, this is a cylinder and we are talking about the surface integral. They haven't explicitly mentioned that they want to talk about the surface top or bottom also, so we'll talk about only the lateral surface in this area in this question. So first of all, for this surface we can put it in parameters of, let's say, theta and t. Let's say we are putting it in terms of theta, and we can put it in terms of z also, but let's put it in terms of t. That is, we know that these parameters are going to be, now that the radius of this cylinder is 3, then x is going to be 3 cos theta, y is going to be 3 sin theta, and the other one is z, which will be t, right? Where we can check the limits. The limits for theta will be 0 to 2 pi and t will have a limit from 0 to 5. Now we need to find, like we said, when there is parameters given, we can solve it in the manner like surface integral will be given as double integration f into r. Now that we are mentioning in theta and t, so we'll write it as r theta into r t d theta dt, right? Because as we discussed the parameters uv, so second method says that it is in the terms of theta and t. So let's calculate what is this r theta r t. This will be given as I j k, and the first derivative of the xyz component, let me write this, dx by d theta, dy by d theta, dz by d theta, and next is dx by dt, dy by dt, and dz by dt. It is very simple. You have to differentiate x, y, z partially in terms of theta and then in terms of t, and then you have to find this value. I'm directly writing this value as 3 cos theta I and 3 sin theta j. There won't be any k component. This can also be used as n. Okay, this can also be used as n, and in case you want n cap, you have to divide it by the magnitude. That's it. So if you want to use it as a normal vector, you can use it. So now this becomes surface integral, or now the double integral f. So f is given as 2x, 2y and 2z. So we can directly put the parameters for x, y and z. So 2x, x comes from here, this is x, this is y and this is z. So 2x becomes 6 cos, so this becomes 6 cos theta I component plus 2y is 6 sin theta j component plus 2z is 2t as k component, and the r theta cross rt is provided here. So 3 cos theta I plus 3 sin theta j into d theta dt. Now what are the limits of theta and t? It is mentioned here. So it will be theta equal to 0 to 2 pi and t is equal to 0 to 5, right? So we have put all this f, this r theta into rt, d theta dt, and the limits for theta and t also, right? Now we have to calculate this. So first we'll do the dot product and then we can calculate this. So dot product will give, this will give 6 cos theta into 3 cos theta, which will become 18 cos square theta, then 18 sin square theta plus 0 d theta dt, 0 to 2 pi and 0 to 5. So cos square theta sin square theta becomes 18 and we are left with 0 to 2 pi and 0 to 5 d theta dt, right? That is all we are left with. Now this integration of d theta and dt, of course they are independent now because none of the elements are depending on another one. So this can be given as 18. I can directly write d theta will give you theta and the limits 2 pi to 0 will give you 2 pi. Then this dt will give you t and the limits are 0 to 5, so into 5. So this becomes 180 pi. This will be the answer.